Hello, my fellow phytomaniacs. It's been a while and I do apologize, but today I have this succulents box, my monthly succulents subscription box to open for you. I just want to do this really quickly. Why? Because I received this box yesterday and I said I got to get it open because I know the poor little babies in there are probably dying. And just to show you my very last spider plant, Cindy. This is Cindy 5 or 4 or 5. But the other ones are doing beautifully outside. This was the one that's been living in intensive care pretty much. And they have all really grown really well. And this was the last one. And look at this. Isn't she so pretty? And, you know, I'm thinking about taking her to my office. And I do have a bright fluorescent light under my cabinet and putting her there. I'm thinking to do that. That way I can care for her every single day. But I don't want to over care for her. But yeah, so just a quick update. And also, all my plants are doing okay. Several of them, the one I got recently from I guess, Etsy. They're online sellers. There was a couple of them that I wasn't familiar with. And I wanted to try, but I ended up getting them with, what do you call those little mites on them? So I had to send them outside. And half of them are actually dead now, which I'm sad about. And I did give them feedback and say, you know what? You guys have spider mites on this and let me show you. And I took pictures of it. So you have to be careful who you buy from if you're going to buy it. And so here's the succulents box. They come just like this with the peanuts. And usually this is a huge mess to open up. But let me see what it says. There's some directions in a box, okay, guys? And it does say, please carefully and gently remove the packing material. Don't put plants in the sunlight immediately. And they need to be acclimated to sunlight gradually. And that's true because they've been in the dark. And so slowly introduce them to direct sun. I usually keep them on my desk and then little by little I start moving them. And succulents prefer daytime temperature between 70 and 85. Believe me, that's not a problem. It's getting hot. And nighttime temperatures between 50 and 55, which is definitely true here because in a Bay Area, it does cool down at night. Make sure to give your plants some shade in case of extreme hot temperatures, and we're going to have some of that coming up. And it says, water only when the soil is completely dry. That's the key, guys, with succulents. I know a couple of you said that your succulents aren't doing well. It could be that you're overwatering them. You have to wait until they're like crispy dry. You're better to dry them out and not give them enough water than to overwater them because overwatering succulents will surely be the end of them. And it says, in the summer, water the plant generously every 1 or 2 weeks, you see. During the winter, when the plants go dormant, cut watering back to maybe once a month. And that's pretty much what I do. And if you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to go ahead and remove the packing materials. As it said, I'm just going to dump them. Well, I don't need to because the jars are like this. I have to be really careful because it's sandy. And I want to make sure that I get the right thing. Okay, so they do give me a card that tells me what kind of a plant they sent me. And so I will tell you what they are as soon as I open them. And sometimes, you know, I mean, these things are very sandy. Like this one here, it depends on who ships them. And this comes USPS, which means they're going to throw them around. They don't care that it says it's a live plant. And so, yeah, whereas with UPS. UPS does pretty good job with my plants and they're really careful. And I can tell because I have a camera. And when they deliver it, I mean, like this one here, I actually am going to the post office. You showed them the video. The guy just threw it. He threw it right onto the porch. Didn't even come all the way up the stairs. He probably stopped like, 3 shy of coming all the way up. You talk about being lazy. Hello. So anyway, here it is. And here's the first one. Actually, this one looks like it's in good health. And I have to remove this paper just so... I think they do that to keep the soil in, but unfortunately the soil has come up over that. Ooh, they are very dry. I'm going to have to water these babies and then keep them out of the sunlight and put them like near my growing lights, but not too close yet. So it is definitely going to, okay, here it is. Okay, and this variety here is called 6 angled. 6 angled, okay? And it says, these succulents need strong light. When planting this succulent type in a garden, make sure it gets full sunlight. Full sunlight to partial sun is best for its growth. It's better to grow outdoor than indoor. the best way to watering is soak and dry method this succulent. Yet the succulent should be controlled to avoid overwatering. And what they mean by soak and dry is, in other words, what I usually do is I put this into a container of water up to about here, and I let the plant absorb the soil absorb from the bottom up, and then you soak them, and then you dry them very well by letting it drain, and then you put them out. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And after I video this, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because these are pretty dry. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside. It does say it does do better outside, planted in a garden, but that's not gonna happen because I don't have a garden. But it does just as it does well, you know, inside, as long as you give them enough sunlight. And sometimes, like in the summer, I will take them to the front steps and I will put them out there and let it grow out there as well. And so I'm going to get a pair of scissors here. Do I have scissors? Of course I have scissors. And I'm going to just go ahead and cut this because I don't want to use the... Oh, this is not working very well. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to try to open this. Whew. And actually, it's hot because I don't want the train to be like, wah, while I'm recording this. I shut the windows and there's no breeze in here. It's really, really hot. And so, yeah. And it's humid right now. And this one here, you can tell needs water. But these I found out, remember I showed you the one last time and they were all shriveled up and really, really shriveled up and like looked like they were dying? They're doing beautifully. I'm going to show you them in a minute. Okay, this one here it is. It is very shriveled. And if you look here, they're kind of like, you know, closed in, which means they need water. Okay, this one here is called a flamingo. Okay, and let's see, flamingo, here it is. And let me see what it says about flamingo. It says it needs at least weekly watering or more in extreme heat, preferably with regular water. Semtivariums do most of their growing in the spring and summer and will thrive with weekly watering and afternoon shade if temperatures exceed 80. So, okay, so these are for me indoors. See, you see how they look? They're kind of shriveled up because it needs water. But hold on 1 minute and let me show you the one that I got that looked even worse than this. Remember that? Let me show you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And if you watched the other video on how they looked before, you're going to be so surprised. I should have taken a picture of it, and I think I did. But, yeah. But they were so shriveled, they were like this, right? Here they are now. You see? This one even has little babies growing. And let me see, where are they? Okay, on the sides here. And look how beautifully these blossomed, right? And it just needed some watering and a little bit of ICU care, and yeah. And then the other one, I thought that's it. It's like totally dead. I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Look at it. Look how well this is doing. I mean, seriously, these things have grown if you look at the other videos. And so, yeah, it just takes a little bit of love and time to care for them. And I'm going to have to do the same thing because pretty much these are the same. They're septivariums, you see? You see how this is very dark green because it hasn't gotten sun? And look how shriveled up they look versus bright green here and nice and fluffy. So I'm going to have to go ahead and water them. So yeah, that's it for today. I got 2 plants from the succulents box. And so if you're interested, I can drop the link below. But you know what? It's better to buy them from, you know, you never know what you're going to get with the succulents box. But if you go out there and go to Lowe's or whatever, they have these things for really cheap. And so I would recommend that. Okay? Alrighty. Alright, my beautiful, beautiful phytomaniacs. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to record something again for you very soon. Okay? Love you all. And have a great day. And prosper and grow where you planted. Bye.